Well, good morning and happy Thursday to you guys. I hope that you are ready to jump into this word on today. Honey, it is 11:30. Well, 11:32. I'm 2 minutes late. Let me go and confess and tell the truth. I'm 2 minutes late. I was grabbing some stuff for Bible study today. It's Thursday, and on Thursday we do Bible studies. And honey, we are on this series. We're on this whole thing about being on the move. And I want to ask you, I want to take some of my older folks back to a couple of years ago, maybe about 10, 15, 20 years ago. You might even still hear about it today, the Energizer Bunny. Do y'all remember the Energizer Bunny? They used the Energizer Bunny for the battery commercial, and it said that Energizer Bunny kept going and going and going and going. And I remember as a little kid, I would watch the commercial and I would get excited every time that bunny came across the screen. Hey there, Tamar. Hey, Victoria. I would get so excited. I was like, oh, they're the bunny commercial. They're the bunny commercial. And it's something about that just popped up in my spirit today. Today, I want to ask you, what does your energy level look like? How are you moving? How are you grooving? How are you going on this day? Is there anybody that's got the Energizer Bunny inside of them? Hey there, Lawana, y'all come on up in here. We are on this series on the move, on the move. And if you remember on Tuesday, we kind of kicked it off. We got these t-shirts that we're selling. Thank you guys. Y'all have been, Mandy, you got you a shirt. Thank you, sis. Thank you guys for buying the shirt. Keep on buying them. Keep on doing it. Because I tell you, we've got this whole movement that we're creating, and we're getting ready to make a sound in the earth. And honey, when you show up, when you get there, I don't want you to be quiet. I don't want you to be silent. I don't want you to be sluggish. I want you to know how to move and how to groove and how to do what God is calling you to do. Baby, in this season, we are on the move. And I want to pick up a little bit from where we left off on Tuesday. Now, Tuesday, it was a lot of conversation. I asked you guys if y'all would go on this detox with me, and hopefully I'm not by myself. I didn't mess with your diet. I didn't get up in your plate. I didn't get up in your cups, in your glasses. I wasn't in your refrigerator or your cabinets. I didn't get in your food business on Tuesday, but I asked you if you would do a detox, and I want to see if y'all were paying attention, because some of y'all were on here last Tuesday. I'm getting ready to call you to the carpet. I want to see if you remember we talked about doing a detox. We talked about detoxing, and not like the world normally says detox, flush out your system, but we talked about from a spiritual perspective. How do we get up in there and make sure that we have the ability to do what God has created us to do? Because can I tell you, it's too many sluggish people walking around. Oh, when I look and I just observe, it's so many people, and they just going through life, and life just going through them. And I'm like, oh my goodness, they're just too sluggish. And I'm like, you need to get some energy. You need to get it together. What's going on? I know life is life, but you're a living creation. You are God's very own, created in his image. What's going on? And we began to talk about this detox, and I got checked myself, because I said, Lord, some of these things apply to me. If y'all remember in the detox conversation, Lisa and Mandy and Bridget, we were talking about detoxing 3 things. And I asked you guys, and I'll tell you, since Tuesday, I've been looking at my clock. I've been watching myself. The first thing that I asked you to do was detox your time. Just a quick recap so we can keep it going on today. I asked you if you would detox rather your time. I told you some of us are just all over the place. We give too much time to these jobs. We give too much time to distractions. We give too much time to people that are just pulling on us all of the time, and you have no time for you. So what I asked you to do was do a detox. I asked you, hey there, Denise, to do a detox. And I said, would you consider going to bed at least 7 hours, getting you at least 7 hours of rest. Y'all remember that? 7 hours of rest. And I'll tell you, Tuesday night, I wanted to watch a show, and I watched a little bit of it. And I said, I know what time I got to get up Wednesday morning. It's time to go to bed. When I woke up on yesterday, I felt a little refreshed. I got to tell the truth. I felt a little bit energetic. I felt like that Energizer Bunny commercial was flashing through my dreams. I tell you, it's something about getting some rest. Baby, I've been on this journey, and I've been getting those 7 hours of rest, and I want to encourage you. I want you guys to detox your time. I want you to look for the things that are time busters, that are time smugglers. You know the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, right? And if he can steal your time, baby, can I tell you, you can't get time back. I can't get tomorrow back. Tomorrow is gone. This morning is gone. All I have is where we're at right now. Hey there, LaShawn. Hey, Chrissy Dennis, classmate. And we're talking talking about that first thing I asked you to do on Tuesday. I said, would you snatch your time back? Would you detox your time? Would you at least get 7 hours of sleep? Can you do that? The second thing I asked you to do, I said, would you detox your nerves? I told you some of y'all have gotten on your own nerves. You're stressed out. I told you our body has been designed. God is so amazing and how he designed the body, and he created this thing, and this thing is called the parasympathetic nervous system. We talked about that. And that nervous system, it helps you to kick in to action when something happens, so that you don't just sit there and let the truck run on over you, but you know how to move out the way. It's something about this system, this body that he designed, and it takes us on red alert. So we know how to respond when there's a 911. But what I told you on Tuesday is the body was never designed to run on red 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's not God's desire. That's not his will. And we allow everything to get us on red. We allow everything to get on our nerves. We allow everything. But God says, we talked about it Tuesday. He said, come to me. Just give me some prayers. He said, talk to me. Have a little talk with Jesus. Philippians chapter 4, verse number 4 through 6. He said, come by prayers and supplication, petitions. Write it down with thanksgiving. Make your requests known to me. Trust that I am your God. Trust that I've got your back. Stop letting everything get on your nerves. So we talked about it Tuesday. We said we're not just going to detox our time and get us some rest. We said that we were also going to detox our nerves and learn to relax. Oh, in this season, it's relaxing season. I tell you, the Energizer bunny is on deck, and I got the energy because I've learned to relax. I've learned to not let everything get on my nerves. I've learned to just let some things go. I've learned to let some people just be what they gonna be and do what they gonna do. I've learned to just turn it on over to Jesus and let him handle it. I've learned, and it's just this quality of energy that it's given me. I'm now able to focus on the things that are important. Oh, have you been detoxing your nerves? And the third thing I ask you to, just a quick recap, is would you detox your mood? M-O-O-D. I spell it out because I know I got that southern tongue. Your mood. Would you detox your mood? Would you consider detoxing your mood? And that's where we're going to pick up today, because when we said you detox your mood, it does this thing. It rejuvenates you. Oh, it's nothing like being rejuvenated. I don't know if you've ever been in a place, in a position, in a time and space in the world where you can say, ooh, I got a newfound energy. I just feel like this girl done kicked it up a notch. I feel my swag coming on. I heard my fellas say, I just feel something new. I feel this new energy. I feel rejuvenated. Hey there, Hermione. I feel alive. I feel revived. It's nothing like being rejuvenated. So I asked you, would you detox your mood? Because some of us been a little funky lately. Can we go and tell the truth? Let's go. Confession is good for the soul. We haven't been as happy as we need to be. We hadn't been showing all our teeth, whether they're yours or you bought them and purchased them, baby. If you got a receipt, them your teeth, they're in your mouth. Go on and show your teeth. And we said we've got to get to his place. Hey there, Jesse. Jesse, you got a shirt too. Come on in here, sis, where we're willing to say, you know what? Life is really too short. I told y'all, I've heard it said, this is not a dress rehearsal. We only got one life. You only got one baby. And when they close that casket, it's a wrap. You better learn how to rejuvenate. Stop letting stuff get all on your nerves and you don't enjoy this life. You got to learn, Mother Jerry, how to rejuvenate. So I asked you on Tuesday, I said, would you come and do this detox with me? Don't leave me out here by myself. Would you be willing to detox your time? Could you get your 7 hours of rest? Can you just put it on the schedule? Set the clock. Just try it. Just try it. I said, would you please just come with me? Would you detox your nerve? Sean, stop letting everybody get on your nerves. Stop letting them work your nerves. Don't let them get on that last nerve. You need that last nerve. So preserve the last nerve. I said, would you detox your nerves? Would you just get to this place where you say, you know what? I'm going to learn how to relax. And then the last thing that I asked you to do, I said, would you consider detoxing your mood? Would you just get to this place where you look for things to rejuvenate yourself? And today I was in the spirit. I said, God, where are we going today? Because we're on the move. We're on the move. And he began to let this Energizer bunny commercial that I saw as a little girl. It just kept flashing. It wouldn't let me go. The Energizer keep going and going and going and going. And I said, oh God, I said, what are we going to do with the Energizer bunny? He said, well, you asked them to give up some things. You asked them to shuffle some things. You asked them to consider some things. You know what we said? Just consider it. We ain't trying to tell you what to do. You grown. Well, would you just consider it? That's all we're asking. But today, I want to give you some tips. I want to give you 3 tips because everybody says, rejuvenate, get some energy. But I want to give you 3 things that came directly from God himself. I'm not just talking about the word. I'm talking about he gave us 3 things that I think oftentimes we take for granted. And those 3 things, Renata, these are the things that God created. And there's so many. But he gave me these 3 examples today. He said, I want to give you 3 gifts. I want to remind you of 3 gifts that I gave you so that you can be rejuvenated, so that you can have that energy, so that you can show up and show out, so you can let them know, baby, energy just walked in the room. I'm sorry if I'm making you a little tired. I told you about my grandson, Gabe. I was visiting him in South Carolina. I was in the Carolinas last weekend in Charleston, and Gabe, he turned 4, and he was hopping and running from one place to the other, and it got to the point, I said, Gabe, oh my God, he moves so quickly, he moves so fast, and I was getting a little tired watching him. I tell you, I was getting tired watching him. I said, oh my God, and God got on me in the spirit. He said, don't you get upset, because Gabe went to bed, and Gabe got his rest, and Gabe don't have a care in the world, and Gabe knows how to have energy and rejuvenate himself, so you can either join him or you can leave him alone. Baby, I said, come on, Gabe. I said, where are we going? It got to the point, I said, get Gabe's little book bag and get his bubble machine. I said, Gabe, come on. I said, they don't want to leave out the house because they was tired. They've been cooking all day. Hey there, Jimmy. I said, go on and get his stuff. I snatched Gabe up. I dropped him in that car seat, and baby, we went to the park, and he ran and I ran, and he played and I played. I said, it's something about having this energy. God said, I want to give you your energy back. He said, some of you are in a place, he said, and you're getting a little sluggish. He said, you're getting a little tired and achy. He said, you ain't moved in a long time. I know you've been moving and going to work. I know you've been moving and going to church. I know you've been moving and going to the grocery store and doing all of those things. He said, but you hadn't moved to the point where you're like, oh my God, is this what you gave me? Is this the gift? I know you're saying, Tab, what is it? What is it? You're so long-winded, girl. What are the things that God gave us? Let me give it to you. Let me give you some things so that you can show up like the Energizer buddy on deck. Because we on the move in this season. The first thing that God has given us that we take for granted, we take it for granted. I want to take you to Genesis chapter number 2. We in the book. Today is Bible study, baby. You got to have your word with you, honey. Don't show up without your word. Come on now. We in Genesis. We in chapter number 2. And it's in chapter number 2. It's in verse number 7. It talks about God creating man. I get so excited about this. It's talking about us, y'all. It's talking about us. And it says in Genesis chapter 2, verse number 7, it says, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. And I saw that scripture. I said, God, hold on. I said, I'm familiar with the story. Hey there, sweet pea Atterbury. I said, I'm familiar with the story. I said, okay, you formed him from the dust. I remember, God. I remember hearing that. And then he said, but what did I do after I formed him? He said, I breathed into his nostrils. I said, yeah, God, that's, he said, but what did I breathe? He said, Sister Carolyn. He said, don't miss it. He said, I breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And that's how he became a living being. And I slowed down there for a moment because if you remember, I went to last week, we were in Romans chapter number 12, verse number 1. And the counselor was on deck. Paul was presenting himself as a counselor. And he said, I beseech you, brother. And that's what beseech means, to show up Celeste as a counselor. He said, would you just present your body as a living sacrifice? And I said, wait a minute, God, something. He said, see, some of y'all are sacrificing, but it's a dead sacrifice. He said that dead sacrifice is so old school. It's so Old Testament, God says. It's an animal. You done slaughtered it, and then you done slapped it up, and then gave it to me and said, here, God, would you do something with it? He said, I don't want that funky kind of energy. He said, I want to give you the energy that I gave you. I want you to show up with that. I said, what is it, Denise? You got it. You called it, sis, the breath of life. And I want to ask you, when is the last time that you paused to enjoy the breath of life? I know a lot of things are going on in your world, but when, and I want to I want to just ask you, and let me, every now and then we got to get on the seat. Let me come close. Let me come close. When is the last time, Brother Kevin, that you really paused to say, wait a minute, God has given me the breath of life. See, we get so caught up in everything that's going on and it drains our energy. And as I begin to do this thing, I begin to research. And he said, Tab, go on over to Job chapter 33. So I said, okay, Lord, let me get over there. And I went to Job chapter number 33. And it was in chapter number 33, verse number 4. I found the scripture. It says, the Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of life, the Almighty gives me life. It sounds so simple that you would almost miss it. I'm like, what's special about that, God? He says, you're living. He says, and you're living, but in order to have this quality of life, in order to show up with the energy, he said, see, Adam was just dust. Adam was just a being. Yeah, he was there, but there was no life into him until I breathed into him the breath of life. And God told me to ask you this question. Holy Spirit just sent me to ask you, when is the last time that you've really taken in the breath of life? I know you said, Tam, I'm here, I'm living, I'm breathing. No. I want to ask you, when have you really taken it in, the benefits that come with it? I want you to do this thing with me. I want you to do this thing with me, okay? I want you to breathe in through your nostrils. And I know you're like, I didn't sign up for this. Come on. I'm trying to give you some energy. And I'm going to tell you the benefits of it. I want you to breathe in through your nostrils. And I want you to breathe in until you feel your lungs expand, like it's about to bust out of your chest. And then I want you to hold it. And I want you to hold it until I get to 7. And then I want you to release it through your mouth real slow, real gentle, real cute like, okay? We're going to do it like, you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. What happened just now? I know you're like, Tab, what are you doing? Are you cool for Cocoa Pop? No. Let me tell you what just happened. See, when I was doing my research and my studies, it says that the breath of life isn't just what came into Adam's body. The breath of life, when you really take in that deep oxygen, because see, some of us go through life and we just breathe in and we taking these shallow breaths. We don't even breathe in through our nose. We don't even hold it and allow our lungs to do what they're supposed to do. But when you get to this place where you realize, wait a minute, God, you've given me the breath of life. What are the benefits of the breath of life? I want you to take it in, and I'm going to do the count, but I'm going to be talking so that y'all can know what's going on while you're taking it in and you're holding it, okay? I want you to take it in through your nose again, and then I want you to hold it for 7. I'm going to count you off to 7, and I'm going to be telling you what's going on while you're doing this. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Take it on in through your nose. Take it on in. While you're taking it in, your blood pressure is getting regulated. That's what the breath of life does. I did some research. While you're taking it in, those of you that have ever had a tension headache, it's something about the breath of life. It goes to your brain when you take it in through your nose and you take it out slowly through your mouth. The breath of life, it enhances your ability to go to sleep. Can I tell you, it's not something I'm making up. I did the research on it. It helps you to sleep at night. When you take it in, it increases your ability to fight off different diseases because it's something about that oxygen that's going through all of your organs. When you take it in, it's improving your circulation. Go on and let it out. See, some of us, we don't understand that just because God gave us these bodies, it does not mean that we don't have responsibility. And it's nothing like having an owner's manual. Luana, it's nothing like referring to the owner's manual and saying, well, wait a minute, God, this Bible is telling me what to do. And he's like, I'm telling you, I gave you something. Allergies. Come on now. I gave you something to be able to regulate this body. I gave you something that's going to give you the energy that you need throughout the day. And I need you to just pause throughout the day. And I want you to take some breaths and I want you to take them in properly. See, we operate a lot of things and we don't operate it properly. God says, I'm teaching you how to breathe. He breathed through his nostrils. That's why you can't. That's not how you breathe. Hey there, Mark. Hey, Jose. He said, no. He said, I breathe through Adam's nostrils. I said, God, I'm 49 years old, looking like 29 years old. And I had to throw that out there for myself. And you teaching me how to breathe? He said, breathe correctly. Hey there, Brother Anthony. He said, in through your nostrils and hold it. Hey, Sue, how you doing? He said, breathe in and hold it. He said, I want to re-energize you. I want you to be like the Energizer bunny, but I need you to understand that you've got to learn, and some of us remember how to take care of this body. He said, it is my desire that you have the life that I gave you, and I started off with giving you the breath of life, the breath of life. So when I ask you this, what does your blood pressure look like? Learn how to breathe better. What is your tension and your headaches looking like? Learn how to breathe, brother. Are you sleeping at night? Before you lay down, just breathe, brother. What's going on with your immunity and your circulation? Oh, let's not minimize. See, sometimes we get so deep and we're talking about faith and we're talking about glory and we're talking about blessings and we're talking about prayer. But God said, let's go back to the beginning. In the beginning, what I asked you to do was just step back and look at how Adam became Adam in the first place. How did he become a living, breathing, moving image, a person created in my image? He said he was nothing until he took the breath of life. Oh, I want to ask you, are you ready to take the breath of life? And as I began to do it, I said, God, I began to research. I told you, I don't make this stuff up. I'm always studying and I'm always researching. I'm in this Bible and I'm in other books so that I could understand. And I got another level. I got another level. It was a couple of doctors, they have this thing out there and they said that if you breathe, see, when I did that just now, oh, I need y'all to stand up. I don't know where you're at. I don't know where you're at. If you're in the car, don't stand up. But if you're not in the car, if you at job, if you at the couch, if you at the house, if you in the Walmart listening to me, wherever you at, I need you to stand up. Okay, get it. Come on with me. We on the move. Don't be lazy. Come on now. Come on. Okay, so he said that when you breathe, this is what I found in the studies. Whew, I'm just so excited, y'all. It's one thing to breathe through your nose and take it out. But it's another thing. He said, when you breathe, this is what I want you to do. I want you to breathe. And as you breathe in, I want you to take those hands and I want you to put them up and I want you to do a V. When you do this V, what happens is your lungs begin to expand. Are we talking about this at church? Yes, we're talking about it at church because I want you to live a long life. I love you like that. Come on now. Stop complaining. I felt it in the spirit. Somebody complaining. Y'all stop that. Come on. All right. So when you breathe in through your nose, you take your hands up and you put them in this V section. And all I could think about was, oh God, this is a praising moment. He said, take them in the V section. And then when you breathe out through your mouth, you breathe it, take your arms back down. When you open them up like this, what it's doing is it's allowing the capacity that you didn't even know was there to stretch. And all of the air, more oxygen is getting in through your lungs and it's expanding. And then as you hold it for a little bit, what happens is that oxygen, it's honest, it's true. I ain't making it up. It starts to push through to other areas in your body because you've opened yourself up. I want to know, is there anybody out there that can say, I've opened myself up. I've opened myself up to have more energy. I've opened myself up to learn how to do something I thought I was doing right my whole life. I've opened myself up because God, I want to enjoy this life. Teach me, oh Lord, how do I do the things that I thought I knew how to do? He said, open yourself up. Now, if you didn't catch that, that was in the prophetic. He said, open yourself up. See, there's nothing that God allows to take place where he doesn't speak through it. You got to learn to hear God speak while you're doing the practical things of life. So I want you to do this. We're going to do it together. You ready? Okay, we're going to breathe in through our nose so that oxygen can push on through and start going through it. We're going to hold it. And you're going to let that air go slowly as we're bringing our arms back down. You ready? Okay. Let's go. I'm so excited. All right. 1, 2, 3. Through the nose. Let's go. Hold it. Feel it moving through your body and let it go. Woo! Let's do it one more time and then we're going to go to the next. You ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let it out. Tab, I didn't sign up for an exercise class. Baby, we're on the move. Just come on, stop complaining. Now, we're going to do this last one. And when we do this last one, I want you to make it spiritual, all right? I want you to make it spiritual. And I want you to think about the fact that you're not in a grave. I want you to think about the fact that you're not dead. I want you to think about the fact that God created you and he created you with a purpose. I want you to think about the fact that he loves you and he's like, because I love you, I don't want you to just have life. I want you to have abundant life. I want you to have quality life. I want you to show up with energy. I want you to beat the Energizer bunny. He said, I want you to have it. So when you do this, I want you to, when you open it up, I just want you to just think about the fact that God, I'm here. It may not, because let's go to this scripture that we pulled from chapter 33, verse number 4 in the book of Job. Y'all know what happened to Job. Job had a really rough life. But at the end of the day, there was a reminder. The Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty gives me life. I just want to know if there's anybody that's willing to just stop right now and say, wait a minute. I don't care what's going on in my life. I don't care about the Job moments on the job or with the family or with the health or with the finances. At the end of the day, I'm still here. And because I'm still here, I'm going to show up to the party, baby. The Energizer bunny is on deck. Y'all ready? Okay, when you get to this place right here, whatever you can thank God for, whatever you can thank God for, I just want you to hold it. And I want you to make it a silent, whoo-sa, God, you're so good. Y'all ready? Okay, in through the nose. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Baby, I know you think I'm crazy over here. Let me tell you. I said, God, you woke me up this morning and I got an energy that I can't even explain. He said, baby, it's the breath of life. It's the breath of life that got you to work this morning. It's the breath of life that allowed you to get up and wash your face, brush your teeth, put on your clothes, put your shoes on. It's the breath of life that they allowed you to dial into this Tuesday life. It's the breath of life that allows you to keep on going when you feel like giving up. It's the breath of life that allows you to say, God, I'm ready for the blessing. I'm ready for the miracle. I'm ready for you to do what you're going to do. God, I'm showing up. I'm on the move. What we got for today? Oh, don't minimize the breath of life. The breath of life, the breath of life, the breath of life, the breath of, I'd rather enjoy the breath of life than enjoy the dirt of the grave. I'd rather enjoy this breath of life than have you prepare an obituary and a program for me. I'm not dead yet. I'm still here. I still got things to do. I still got places to go. I still got people to see. Baby, I'm on the move. Is there anybody that can say, Pastor Tam, you ain't by yourself, honey. I'm on the move. I'm on the move. I'm on the move. Oh, this thing called energy. God says, if you want it, I'm going to show you how you can get it. The first thing that you can do is you can tap into, Sister Bridget, this thing called the breath of life. What I want to ask you today, because today is about another challenge. See, I asked you to give up some things last week. I asked you to detox your time and learn how to rest. I asked you to detox your nerves and learn how to relax. I asked you to detox your move and learn how to energize. But today what I'm asking you to do, first thing is that at least three times today, at least 3 times every day, would you just pause and would you take in the breath of life? Would you just pause and hold it in and find this thanksgiving in the fact that you're still here on this earth? Would you just pause and reflect on the goodness of God that I still have the breath of life? Oh, the second thing that I want to give you, because I want to give you 3 today. We talked about that whole thing, the oxygen level. Now what I want to do is introduce the sun to the sun. Y'all heard me. I want to introduce the sun, S-U-N, to the sun, S-O-N. See, every now and then we forget that God created this world and he was very, very, very intentional. There's things that we just miss and we take for granted and we allow, I don't do this and I don't like this. And God is like, but I've created some things. I've put some things in place because I need you to tap into them because it's beneficial for you. See, we take the benefits of everything else and we miss the stuff that God says, wait a minute, hold on. This one is free. Don't miss this free one. This oxygen is free. But the other thing that I want to give you, he said, I want to introduce you to the sun. I said, oh, Lord. He said, yeah. He said, the sun. I want to take you to Habakkuk. Can we go to Habakkuk? Y'all know Habakkuk. Y'all know the story of Habakkuk. Habakkuk. We're going to do a teaching this year on Habakkuk. And it's in Habakkuk and it's in chapter number 3. And it's in chapter number 3, verse number 4. It says his brightness, talking about God, talking about Jesus, talking about Holy Spirit. His brightness was like the light, like the sunshine. He said he had rays flashing from his hand, and there was power, and in there, his power was hidden. It said God was like the sun. The sun was like the sun. He said, and not only that, he said there was rays that were flashing from his hand. And it said, and there was power in it that was hidden. Where are you going, Pastor Tab? It was raining. I'm here in Georgia, right? And I said, God, how are we going to do this thing? He said, you know what you got to do. He said, I said on the move. I didn't say that you get to stay in the front room. He said, the sun. He said, and some of y'all, it's a cloudy day outside. I know if you in Georgia, it stormed all night long. Hopefully this reception will stay where it's supposed to stay. He said, but when's the last time you got outside and you said, God, the sun? He said, in the hand of God, his power resides. And every now and then we got to get outside of the covering. And we got to go to this old school thing of vitamin D, the sun. The sun. And I know some of y'all, I ain't an outdoor person. Baby, the sun. The sun brings us some benefits. And I know they say, okay, with the sun, you got to put on your screen protection. I researched that too. If you white, because we have some Caucasian people, or if you cream, or anywhere in between, 20 hours of sunlight is what is recommended. See, I'm not just giving you scripture. I want to give you practical because I love you. I'm going to say it again because I love you. And then if you pecan tan and or darker than, you need at least 40 minutes of sunlight. Every day. And what does it do? And as I began to just come outside, because I like going to the park, the natural benefits, there you come on, Luana, is something about when you look at the sky. Let me see if I can flip this thing. And you realize there really is no end. There might be clouds. There may be clouds. I'm talking to you prophetically going on in your world. But God says, do you understand that the sun, y'all see that brightness over there? He said, don't underestimate the fact that I still know how to come through the clouds. Don't underestimate the fact that I'm still behind the clouds. Every now and then I got to allow some rain in your life. Every now and then I got to allow there to be some dark days. But at the end of the day, don't you underestimate the power that's in my hands. Oh, I want you to look at the sun. I want you to look at the sun and what I appreciated about the day. Oh, you better sing birds, chirp, chirp, chirp. What I appreciate, because I was like, oh, this would be a great message to do if it was bright and sunny in my neck of the woods. And God said, no. He said, because that makes it too easy. He said, so we've gotten so easy. We've gotten so used to and accustomed to the sun that's just automatically there. And you already know how to celebrate the bright and sunny days, God says. But what about the days when you got to look for it? What about the days when you got to still yourself and you got to say, well, it's dark over there. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, is that, yeah, that's a glimpse of light. Where is it over there? Oh, there's a glimpse of light over there. He said, where are the days where you guys looked for it? Whew. He said, I want to take you back to this place in your life where you start looking for the sun and not just the sun of the light of day. He said, see, that's an example that I wanted to give you. He said, I want you to go to this journey where you start looking for the power that's hidden in the sun, S-O-N. And when you find that power, if you find yourself in a cloudy day where you're like, God, I just can't see the power that's in your hands. Because if we can be honest, sometimes life is hard and I just don't see the power that's in your hands. He said, let me tell you what this vitamin D does. The vitamin D from the sunlight, what it does is it gives you strength for your bones. That's what it does. Nutritionally, it gives you strength for your bones. He said, but what it also does is it promotes this thing called muscle health. It gives you muscle health because you don't just need bones, but every now and then you need some muscle because you got to get strong enough. You got to get some courage. You got to be able to stand the fight. You got to get some muscle in it. As he said, not only that, he said, what it does is it runs through your blood vessels. Ooh, he said, it runs through your blood vessels. That's what vitamin D does. does. It runs through your blood vessels and it helps you maintain your flow. Oh, some of us, let me tell you, you alive. You alive, but you've been weak in this season. And God says it's time to muscle up. You're alive, but your bones been a little brittle. He said it's time to get strong again. You're alive. You're alive. He said, but you ain't been in your flow. You just ain't been flowing. He said, and I've come today because I want to, hey there, Pastor John. He said, I want to bring energy back. I want to introduce the sun to the sun. I want to tell you that this vitamin D is not only good for the bones and good for the muscles and good for circulation, but when you learn to look at the works of my hand, see everything that God made in Genesis when he did it, he said, good. He said, and that was good. And that was good. But when he got to you and I, when he got to you and I, and he started to consider that, oh, they're going to need some bones in this body. When he got to you and I, he said, oh, they're going to need some muscles in this body. When he got to you and I, he said, oh, they're going to need some blood vessels in this body. After he created us, the bones and the muscles and the blood vessels, I believe the word of the Lord says, very good. He looked at us and he said, oh, that's very good. And there's an expectation because, see, vitamin D, if you get enough vitamin D, what it does naturally is it gives you this thing called energy. I told you the Energizer bunny is on deck, and God says, if you would just consider the works of my hands, if you would just consider, not only did I give you the breath of life. He said, I was very intentional to make sure that I gave you a body, and that body was conducive for you to have energy. He said, it's time out for being sluggish. It's time out for being a sitting saint. It's time out for being the one that I just don't know what I'm going to do. Baby, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand because I got the bones to stand. I'm going to muscle up because I got the strength of God on my side, and I'm going to let this thing flow. Oh God, I'm in my flow season. Is there anybody that can say, God, I'm in my flow season? I've decided that I'm tired of sitting down. I'm decided of waiting for somebody to call my name. I'm tired of waiting for somebody to say it's been approved. I'm going to build. I'm going to work. I'm going to do. I'm going to let this world know that I am here. The Energizer bunny has shown up. Oh, and just like that bunny in that commercial, it kept going and going and going and going and going until the Lord shuts the casket and puts me down in the ground. I'm going to keep going and going and going and going and going. I got one life to live. Is there anybody out there that can say, Pastor Tab, I've decided to take control of my life. The sun is here. The sun is here. And there's power hidden in his hands. Give me the power, God, to get up off this sick bed. Give me the power, God, to preach this word. Give me the power, God, to live and fight on another day. Give me a power, God, to promote through this job. Give me the power, God, to raise and rear these children. Give me the power, God, to handle this marriage. Give me the power, God, to make this house a home. Give me the power, God, to tell the doctor, what do we need to do? I'm ready. I was delayed. I was procrastinating. I was in denial. What do we need to do? Because God said he created me in his image. And I just believe that I'm not only here, living, breathing, taking up air and space. I'm here and I'm alive and I've got work to do. What is the diagnosis? Let's go. Oh, can I tell you? God said, I'm giving you some things so that you can get your energy back. And I want to give you this last one. The first one we talked about, he says, I gave you the breath of life. Oh, God. He says, I gave you the breath of life. Whew. He said, it's time to breathe. And it's time to be thankful for every single breath. Stop that murmuring and complaining. I hear God say in the spirit, it's time to start commanding the day. Oh, today is a good day because I have the breath of life. Today is a blessed day because I have the breath of life. Today is an anointed day because I have the breath of life. Today is an amazing day because I have the breath of life. Today is a perfect day because I have the breath of life. Oh, can you get your energy back? He said, and then after that, he said, the sun needs to be introduced to the sun. Get up from out of all of these shelters. Get outside. Get outside. Get outside of what you got going on. And God says, introduce the sun to the sun and tap into the power that's hidden within. And now the last one. Oh, God. Oh, the last one I want to do is I want to remind you that you're fruitful. I came to remind you because some of us have forgotten that there was a productive order. See, I've been in the book of Genesis. I've been talking about the creation because sometimes I think we minimize just how intentional God was in the creation of you and of I. And I want to take you back to this productive order. You see, if we go back to the book of Genesis, in the book of Genesis, there was this command that God gave. And in this command, he said after he had created Adam, after he created them in his image, after he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, after he had given him bones and muscles and blood vessels, he said, now there's a responsibility that you have. Be fruitful. And there was this divine productive order that took place. It was a charge, if you will. It started off and it says, be fruitful, grow, increase. Grow and increase. That was the first thing. Be fruitful. And then he said, fill the earth. That word fill the earth biblically means, no, hold on, slow down, Tab. Be fruitful and multiply. And multiply. I expect an abundance from you, says God. I'm expecting abundance from you. I don't want tit for tat. I don't want 1 and 1. I want to give you 1 and you give me 5. I want to give you 5 and you give me 18. He said, I'm expecting you to be able to multiply because I've created you to do this. Some of you, you're dreaming too small. Hear me in the prophetic. You're just trying to do this. And God says, no, I created you to do this. And I know it's big and I know it's wide and I know it's going to cause you to have to step back a little bit and look at it from different angles. He said, but don't let that thing intimidate you or just breathe through it. He said, and then get your position and muscle up and go on and do what I've called you to do. Get your flow right. He says, I need you to create some abundance. Be fruitful, grow, multiply, abundance, fill the earth. He said, replenish. That's what fill the earth means. Replenish. Some of you keep giving away, but you're not replacing back. He said, I never created for you to be on empty. Replenish. Stop giving and you don't have the ability to replenish. You got to have energy to replenish. He said, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, subdue it. Well, subdue it means bring it into bondage. Whatever it is that's trying to tell you you can't, bring it into bondage. Say, no. He said, and have dominion. Prevail against it. I'm in charge. God said that because I'm a man, because I'm a woman, I'm in charge. I don't know what's going on, but I'm in charge. He gave me authority. He gave me the power to subdue it and to have dominion. I'm in charge. You got to remind that thing every now and then. Slow it down. Slow your roll. And this thing, he said, Tab, go back to the first thing, the productive order. I said, well, what is it, God? He said, be fruitful. I said, yeah. He said, now I want to introduce something practical. I said, Lord, and y'all, it was 10 o'clock as I was going through finalizing my studies. And I said, God, what you getting ready to ask me to do means that I got to get him go to the grocery store. And I was looking at my clock and looking at the time. And he said, yeah, on the move, get to going, stop complaining. I said, Lord, he said, on the move, get to going, stop complaining. He said, I want you to go back to the first few things that I created, herbs and fruits. I said, okay, God. He said, energy comes from the fruits. Some of you, I know you got your snack cakes. Now I'm coming to your cabinet in your refrigerator. I know you got your snack cakes. I know you got your chocolate. I know you got your coffee. I know you got your B12 and all of those good things. He said, but there was something that I created that never came in a bottle. Didn't require a prescription. It didn't require you to do anything but just go get it. And I said, Lord, what are we going to get? And he said, show it to the people. We talking about it. He said, I created these things so that you would have energy. And as I was at the store, he said, now I don't want you to just pick up any kind of fruit. Oh, what's the last charge, Pastor Tab? Wait a minute. You just told us to breathe. Yep, I need you to breathe. I need you to take at least 3 quality breaths a day. I need you to pause and just stop whatever is going on in your life. And I need you to just reflect and take in the breath of life. That's the first thing I asked. The second thing that I asked of you is get outside. Get outside. At least 20 minutes of sunlight if you on the lighter complexion, at least 40 if you on the chocolate side like me. Get outside. Embrace the sun. And while you're out there, look for the sun. Look for, it's amazing how many people were looking for the eclipse. And there's a shortage of people looking for the sun. He said, we flip in this mindset. Be on the move. Be a model. Be an example. Look for the sun. Look for the sun. Get your energy back. He said, but the other thing, he said, now I'm coming back into your house. He said, the brighter the fruit, the more nutrition. He said, apples. I said, okay, God, apples. And I'm going somewhere. Apples. He said, pick up some apples. I said, okay, Lord. He said, get you some bananas. I said, okay, God. He said, go on and pick up some strawberries. I said, okay, God. He said, get you some blueberries. I said, okay, God. He said, get you some blackberries. I said, okay, God. He said, uh-huh. He said, and get you some kiwi. I said, okay, God. He said, and go and get you a melon. I said, okay, God. I said, all right. I said, God, what are we doing? And I always had this container because, you know, in this day and time, you take a little bit of baking soda. I'm just telling you how to clean your fruit. Baking soda, to a teaspoon of baking soda to every cup of water. And I got a little spinner. It's right there on Amazon, Walmart. It's a spinner for fruits and for vegetables. And you fill it up with water. You put the little top on it. And then you turn it. And it spins. The water comes out in the bottom. You pick your fruit and your vegetables up to clean your fruit. You still got to clean your fruit. But I said, God, where are we going with this? And he took me to this nutrition, this thing that I had. And there's different types of fruits. And what am I getting ready to ask you? I'm getting ready to ask you, would you invest in some natural energy? Because see, I don't want to just keep telling you that you can just do certain things and then that's all you need to do. You also got to take care of this body. Would you go buy some fruit? That's what I'm asking. That's the third thing. Would you go buy you some fruit, please? That's what I'm asking. Would you just go buy you some fruit, please? And would you commit to eating at least one type of fruit a day? Could you commit to eating at least one type of fruit a day? That's what I'm asking. So that you can have some natural energy. I know you got your coffee. I ain't knocking your coffee. But can I tell you, coffee don't do nothing like a good apple. I know you got your chocolate and I know you got the things that you go to. But what I'm asking you is, could you just tap into what God created when he you know, I just didn't see coffee on the list when I didn't see that he created coffee in Genesis. I ain't knocking coffee drinkers. I didn't see Pepsi Cola, Sprite, because that used to be my go-to. I'm telling you, I had my little energy drinks. I just didn't see it in the good book. I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it. And we're asking God to do some things. We're asking him to work some miracles, some signs and some wonders. We're asking God to replenish our energy because we feel sluggish. We're asking God to heal us of these sicknesses, these diseases, and these illnesses. We're asking God to do so many things. And he's like, all I'm asking you is, could you tap into the things that I gave you so that you can have the energy? You just picked up some. Awesome. Can you replenish your body so that you can multiply? Because I don't want you to be like the Energizer bunny. See, the Energizer bunny, the thing about that is that when that battery wore out, it was gone until you put another battery in. You can't just keep running on fumes. You can't just keep giving and you have nothing else coming back in that's healthy. I told you, we're on physical health this morning, and I'm either going to get some people that's like, I'm on board, or they're going to be like, check, turning her off because she getting out in my business. I love you. I don't know how to just keep saying it, but just to keep saying it, I love you. Hey, Brother Ralph, and I want you to be healthy. And if I didn't care, I would be the person that said, well, can you just, when y'all sending in a love offering, a donation, when you going to pay your tithes? When you going to do, that ain't my motive. That ain't my gym. That ain't my thing. What I'm asking you is, could you go buy you some fruit? I know it's different. The church is asking you, would you go buy you some fruit? That's what I'm asking. And would you commit to just doing at least one fruit a day? And there's different types of fruits. You have your acidic fruits, like the blackberries. It's an acidic fruit. Other types of acidic fruits, strawberries and oranges and pineapples. Could you just try to get you at least one type of acidic fruit? The other types, you have the sub-acidic fruits. Those are the things like the apples and the blueberries. Could you just go get you a sub-acidic fruit? And then there's these things like melons, cantaloupe and what else? I'm looking at my list. Cantaloupe and honeydew and orange blossom and y'all know we like watermelon. Go on and get you some melons. And then you have the sweet fruits. Oh, don't forget about the bananas. Baby, what I'm asking is, would you invest in you? And I know you're saying, Pastor Tab, oh, God, you're asking me to do a lot. Let me tell you, I went to the grocery store. I went to Publix because that was the closest one. And the bananas right here, they were $1.05. $1.05. That's it. They were $1.05. And this kiwi, got 5 of them. They were 5 for $1. Fruit, you know, and the strawberries, they were $5.89. Now let me tell you about strawberries. Strawberries, well, you need to make sure that you really, really wash your strawberries. I'm gonna take this out the container because I'm gonna wash it. Because all of these grooves and stuff in here, you gotta really, that's why I said that baking soda is natural. Don't just rinse it off in water. You gotta really, really wash your strawberries, okay? So, but those strawberries, they were just $5.89. It's a whole container of it. The apple, because I bought one, it would have been cheaper if I bought a bag of it, but I bought one apple. This apple was 79 cents. And I want to ask you, because I know why is she giving the prices? Well, how much was the coffee? How much was the energy drink? How much was the Pepsi Cola? I'm ouching myself because I'm like, how much was the chocolate bar? How much was the thing that you invested in to give you that quick energy boost? But it gave you a boost, but it wasn't what your body really needed. Y'all, I used to love sodas, and I was researching this thing, and it said that one can of soda, and I still drink my sodas. Let me be honest. But one can of soda, to get out all of the stuff that it puts and deposits into our body, it takes 32 cups of water to really flush out one can of soda. And I said, whoa, you're not even supposed to drink 32 cups of water in a day. So that means it would take days of drinking just water to flush out one can of soda. And I began to look at this thing. I said, God, why are we on this thing? If you look at the number and the statistics, and some of you can just look right in the mirror, health and people's ability to show up and really be like full of that energy, it's on the decline. And God just sent me to say, Tab, help the people fight back. Help the people to remember that there's things that I gave them, and some of them are free, like the breath of life. Some of them are free, like just getting outside in the sun, and it's going to add years to your life. It's going to undo some things that's going on with your blood pressure and these headaches and these sleepless nights and your immune system. He said it's proven scientifically, for the folks that want to see the facts. It's proven the bread of life and sunlight, they're vitamins for the soul. That oxygen does something, but you keep taking these shallow breaths. You're missing bread of life. Oh, the breath of life. He said, and you don't want to get out the house, and you don't want to, he said, just get outside. But last, he said, it can't stop there. He said, I want you to up your fruit game. I want you to start putting some things inside of your body that can actually help you have a quality of life where you show up with an energy that doesn't make you crash later on. Where you show up with the energy that helps you to show up to the scene and say, where did that come from, baby? I changed some things that I was intaking into my system. We got to now come to this place where we're like, God, do I just want to keep being a hearer? Y'all can keep me saying that I'm going to preach it to you. You like, Tab, I know where you're already going. Am I just going to keep being a hearer of the word? Or am I going to start being a doer of the word? This word, y'all, it is the instruction manual on not just how to live, but on how to show up in life. And how to prolong your life. So the message for today is the Energizer bunny is on deck. And what I want to do We did our giving, and thanks to you guys that bought your t-shirts. We're still selling t-shirts because we got some stuff that we're going to be doing some outreach, and I want it to be all across the world. But I want to bless some individuals. For the first 10 people, you got to put it in the chat. First 10 people that put in the chat, I want to be fruitful. What I'd like to do, you got to have, hey there, mentor, you got to have Cash App or Zelle. And I'm going to Cash App you. When I did this bill and bought this fruit and stuff, it came out to about $25. And this is a lot of fruit. This is going to take me not only through this week, but through next week. So the first 10 people that are like, Tab, I want to do it. What the church would like to do, because we're not just a church that wants to help you out when you got a bill that came behind. We're also the church that says, hey, can we partner with you in life? I want to bless the first 10 people that says, I want to be fruitful so that you can go buy $20 worth of fruit. Okay. And the accountability is I just want you to send the receipt back. Just screenshot it and send it back. Trust but verify. That's what they say in the world. Don't judge me. Trust but verify. Because I don't want y'all buying honey buns and snack cakes, all right? But the first 10 people that put it in the chat. And I'm not saying, Denise, I got you, that you can't afford it. What I'm saying is I want to just partner with you. I want to help you to go get the fruit. Mother Jerry, I see it. Minty, I see it. So inbox me your Cash App or Zelle so that I can send it to you. Lawana, I see it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking for 6 more people. We're going to send you $20 and I want you to go buy some fruit. Bridget Robertson, I see you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more people. All we want to do is bless you with $20 and I want you to go buy some fruit. And I want you to commit to eating 1 piece of fruit a day. I'm not saying you can't afford it. I'm saying, can we invest in what we're asking you to do? See, it's time out for us always taking as a church. And all we want to give you is the word, the word, the word. I want to do more than give you the word. I want to give you something that can be a part of a quality life that you have. I want to be fruitful. Lisa, I see. Mandy, I see you. That's 6. I need 4 more people. I just want to bless you. That's it. And it's not coming from me. It's money that we had left over for physical health. It's money that we have left over for Physical Health Awareness Month. And we just want to come. I'm looking for 4 more people. 4 more people. Is there 4 more people? Are there not 4 more people that want to go buy some fruit? And I know some of y'all like, what, I don't eat fruit like that. I need you to eat fruit like that. I need you to consider eating fruit like that. Brother Anthony, in store now, send you pictures. All right, Anthony, I got you to the list. I'm looking for 3 more people. Brother Anthony, do a separate receipt just for your fruits, $20, and we'll send you that as reimbursement. I need 3 more people. 3 more people. I ain't never had to challenge. Can I get 3 more people so I can give you $20? That's what I'm asking for, because I want you to get some fruit. It's real simple. I want you to get some fruit. I want you to get, and I'm still looking. I want to be fruitful. Renata, I got you. I need 2 more people. Yep. I feel like a whole rodeo. Y'all know I'm from Montana. So I got Denise, Jerry, Mentor, Lawana, Bridget. Make sure I don't over my count. I got Mandy. I got Renata, Anthony Houston. 2 more people. I need 2 more people. You might be like, hey, really? I need 2 more people. I need 2 more people. I need 2 more people because I want you to have some fruit. That's it. It's that it. That's it. I want you to have some fruit. Kevin Gaines, fruitful. Is that it? Kevin, are you saying you want some fruit? You're number 9. I need 1 more person. Send me your Cash App or your Zelle. Just send it to me. Some of you, I may have it, but I don't want to take for granted that I do. And put it in in my messenger. Message it to me so that I can send you a $20 via Cash App or Zelle so that you can go buy you some fruit. I want you to get $20 worth of fruit. And what I'm asking is would you commit to doing 1 piece. Okay, Kevin, thank you for confirmation. 1 piece of fruit a day. And I don't want you to just look, the fasting, I get it because the Bible says fast. The Bible says fast. I'm not asking you to do a fast. What I'm asking you to do is start considering some lifestyle changes. And some of this requires an investment. And some of this requires just a mindset shift. It requires me stepping back to say, wait a minute, God, the breath of life. Breathe. It requires me saying, let me stop just sitting up in this house all day. I done sat at this job. I done worked all day. Get up for your lunch break. Go on outside. Get in the sunlight. Take your lunch outside. I'm going to smell like outside. Go and get you a little small thing of Febreze, refreshing yourself. But let's stop using these things as excuses. I need one more person. I'm going to keep, look, y'all can be like, she going to log off. I want one more person because I want to bless 10 people so that you can go buy you $20 worth of fruit. I need one more person. One more person. Tab, I want the fruit. And I'm going to send it to you, Cash App or Zelle. Hey there, Terrence. How you doing, Pastor? One more person. I swiped. I can't see it if I swipe you to the left. One more person. One more person. Is it there? Is it there? You're like, Tab, wait a minute. Yeah. Because see, here's the thing. We've got to get to this place. I'm on the road breathing. I want the fruit. Terrence, there you go. You're 10. Terrence, send me your Cash App or your Zelle in my messenger, my personal messenger, so that I can send it to you. All I'm asking you guys to do is go buy you some fruit and just photocopy and send the receipt. I want us to shift the way that we look at living. God says, I did my part. I created you. I shaped you. We were in the book of Genesis today. I molded you and formed you in my image. I breathed into your nostrils the breath of life. And then I turned around and I gave you this thing that shows up. You don't even have to go look for it. You don't have to search for it. I put this big, bright sun, no matter if you're in Georgia or Virginia, in Australia or Africa or the United States, no matter where you're at in the world, this sun is always going to be there to give you some things that will give you energy and that will help to replenish and rejuvenate and heal your physical body. Partner with me. Would you also get some of the things? I gave you the herbs and the fruit, and I gave you examples. Some of this stuff we eating, we need to say, wait a minute, I need to cut back on all this other stuff, and I need to start putting in my body what's going to help me to live. And I need to, and I'm going to say it as I close, I need to do this while my children are here. I need to challenge my family member to do it. I need to challenge my husband and my wife to do it. I need to start challenging my friends to do it. Have you had fruit today? What? Have you had any fruit today? Not the processed stuff. Have you had any raw fruit today? Can you get you some fruit today? Those are the questions. We ask people everything going on about their business and all of this. But what about some stuff that'll help them in this quality of life? Have you had some fruit today? Look, let's start flipping the way that we do stuff, that we think about things, and the way that we do church. Y'all, this month, I'm telling you, we are on the move. I asked you Tuesday, detox your time. Make some time so that you can rest. Detox your nerves. Chill out and relax. Detox your mood. Rejuvenate. And today, it was, can you join this energy? Can you join this energy? Can you join this energy that I got? Don't leave me out here like the Energizer bunny by myself. Can you go on and get you some breath of life? Can you go on and get you some sunlight? Can you partake upon the fruit that the Lord created for us to do? Hey there, Latoya, can you join this energy journey? I want you to have the energy that you need so that you can show up and show out. I don't want you to be sluggish. I don't want you to be dragging. I don't want you to be taking everything that you can just so that you can stay up and stay awake. I want you to take care of this one body that you have. And I want you to have the energy that's necessary so that you can do life. Y'all, I love you. This is the end of this Tuesday Live. We'll be back on next Tuesday. But Thursdays, we do our Bible study. We go a little bit longer. I pray that you got something out of this word. It's practical today. It's practical tied with scripture. And I pray that you got something out of this that will contribute. Whew, thank you, Mandy, to being on the move. That will contribute to you having a quality type of life. Y'all, have an amazing day. Mwah! Sweet kisses from my heart straight to yours. My assignment, baby, I got to go wash off some fruit, put it in some containers, and then I'm going to go sit outside while I'm working, and I'll be real cute while I'm working, and I'm going to eat some of my fruit. I love y'all. LaToya, catch the replay, sis. Have an amazing day. The 10 of you that we are blessing to go buy some fruit, please immediately, before you get lost and confused, go on to my Cash App, put your stuff, my Zelle, Lord Jesus, my Messenger, put your Cash App or your Zelle in there so that I can send you your $20 so that you can go ahead and get your fruit. We were blessing the first 10 people. Go buy your fruit. Go buy your fruit. Go buy your fruit and join this energy train. I love y'all. And don't forget to get your t-shirt. The t-shirt sales are still on my page. I want you to get a t-shirt, On the Move t-shirt. Get your t-shirt so that you'll be prepared when we do our gear day. I love you guys. Bye-bye.